Mabuhay po sa inyong lahat! Ako po si Blackblade and welcome to a brand new vlog series featuring the Shadow Arc build. Now I'm not going to speak in Tagalog for the whole duration of the video, although I am very tempted to. But then anyways, so this is going to be a brand new vlog series featuring again the Arc build. I did choose to the Shadow instead of going with the Witch, but then again with the positioning of the skills with this build, you can go with a Witch if you wanted to. Or if you want, you could also go with a Templar if that's what you fancy. Then the skeleton or the way that you go through the most of the fast passive skill points will allow you to either choose the Shadow, the Witch, or the Templar. Whatever you see or whatever you see may fit. All right. So let's start with the Shadow over here. We did take the elemental damage nodes right here, going through the cast speed part, ending with the trickery, and then we went down over here to get the soul siphon, and then over to the right side over here, the blood siphon too, and then we went to the right side to get some lightning elemental, not lightning damage nodes, ending with cold-hearted calculation. And yes, this is going to be a crit build, so you guys need to prepare for some crit gear that you guys have. Of course, you've gotten the assassination right there, and we did go over to the right to get the infuse for a maximum power charge, and then we went up over here to get some life nodes, ending with written with blood, and then up over here to get some spell critical strike multipliers, ending with doomcast. And then we went up over here to get the physique for some strength management, because of the gems or equipment that I have need a little bit of strength. But if you already are good with that one, or if you have that on your gear instead of your you may want to just allocate this somewhere else. Alright, so we did get the Throat Seeker here for the increased critical strike multiplier. We went down over here to get some life and mana nodes, ending with heart and soul. We've gotten the deep wisdom, and then we've gotten the mana and mana regeneration nodes over here. We went over to the left side to get the practical application for the 25% chance of avoidance, to avoid interruption while we're casting. And then we went over to the left side to get the elemental dominion, and then up again over here to get some more spell critical strike chances, and the ending up with annihilation. And then we went up over here to get another jeweled socket. It's good to get some critical strike chance and multipliers if you can, since this is going to be a crit build, but I just can't re-roll those in most or some of my jewels. So instead I just got this one for the 15% increased flat lightning damage. And then I've gotten the instability over here for additional power charges. And then I passed through over here for the spell damage per power charge. Since we are going to have 6 power charges, we've gotten all of the power charges from the skill tree. And if you want, you may want to help Alira for another power charge if you want to. That's going to be 7 power charges in total. But for me, I got, when it comes to bandits, I always get the skill points because I'm only playing on standard difficulty, and I already have the gears for what they need to offer, so I don't really need what they have. Yeah, so I just kill them for the points. But anyway, so that's 4% times 6. We'll be getting 24% increased, spell damage, while our 6 6 power charges are up. And then we went up over here again to get some deep thoughts for some more mana management. And then we went down over here to get some life. And then you may want to get the unnatural calm, because I've experienced dying in one shot against elemental reflect mobs. I've died about 3 or 4 times now. So yeah, you may want to get this one for the +1 maximum lightning resistance, so that you don't get one shot. Or you may want to add a lightning flask on your set of flasks. And then we went down over here to get mana regeneration and life, ending with quick recovery. And then we went over to the left side over here to get the life and chaos resistances, ending with purity with flesh. And then we went over to the left side over here to get another power charge. And then finally we went over to the left side to get the celestial judgment and celestial punishment. And then we went to the right side to get the to get another jeweled socket. What I have here is a flat 10% increased damage and a 5% cast speed with lightning skills, plus a 5% mana reduction for our mana cost for our skills. But then again, you know, as much as possible, what you'd really want is a critical strike chance or critical strike multiplier for your spells, or just flat. And then over here, I decided to, instead of going here, getting the power charge duration and intelligence, we save one more. We save one more skill point by just going down here to get the Light of Divinity, the Elementalist, and then Discipline and Training for some more life. And then we've gotten the retribution for the 14% increased spell damage, the cast speed, and the additional strength, and some additional strength and additional intelligence. And then finally, we've gone down over here to take the sanctity. Since we are at level 85, you guys could probably push this one higher. So what I suggest is you guys take some more lightning damage nodes over here to get the Heart of Thunder for the lightning damage penetration, for the additional lightning damage penetration of 3%, and a flat 25% increased lightning damage, which will help you a lot. But if you're lacking life, as you can see, our life now is at 4.3. You may want to bump that up to about 4.5 just to be safe. So you may want to go down over here to take some more life nodes right there, or if you have an awesome jewel and you want some more sockets, you may want to go down over here to take the jewel socket. Now, before I went with mana, I did try to go with the combination of Zealot's Oath, Mind Over Matter, and Eldritch Battery, but I found out that, you know, I really lacked some more energy shield gear. So yeah, it didn't work out for me. I removed all of the mana nodes and mana regeneration nodes, and then I went and gotten, you know, some energy shield nodes over here and some more energy shield nodes over there. But then, you know, I just found myself really lacking some more energy shield, specifically when it comes to my gear. So it didn't work. I tried to make it work, but it didn't work. But if you guys can excuse me. But if you guys can, you know, go with the combination of Eldritch Battery, Mind Over Matter, and Zealot's Oath, the Mind Over Matter will be, you know, very beneficial because you get a 30% damage mitigation over there, which could help when it comes to your survivability. Alright, so let's get into our gear. We are going to be dual wielding the Divinarius right here for the increased critical strike chances and the additional increased spell damage that it gives us, but it's not really necessary. If you have a good dagger, you know, get a global critical strike chance, global critical strike multiplier. Those are the only two basic things that you'll need from a dagger. It usually rolls quite common. If you can, you know, add a spell damage there, if you can, or some additional global crit chance multiplier, or just flat global critical strike chance, it will be good too. Or, you know, or you could just dual wield a wand if you have a really good wand with critical strike chance and multiplier. For our gloves, since this is going to be a crit build, we are going to be using the Maligar's Virtuosity for the global critical strike chance and the global critical strike multiplier. For our belt, we are going to be using a leather belt similar to this one, because this one has a huge addition to life. Aside from the 90, we get a 37 to our maximum life over there, and then we get a 390 to our armor, which is always good, and then we get a only one resistance, but you know, I've already maxed out my resistances, so yeah, one resistance is okay. For our boots, this is the boots that we're going to use: life, resist, and then movement speed. Plus, I added some fire resistance over there because I was lacking some fire resistance. For our chest piece, we are going to be using this one, life, resist, plus it's a 6 link. For our rings, we are going to be using a unset ring. Now, the only reason that I'm using this unset ring right here is for the additional 58% increased mana regeneration, plus you know, 2 resistances, and I decided to add a small life over there of plus 40. For our other ring, we are going to be using a 2-stone ring, which has a huge life and, you know, huge cold resistances, plus, you know, an additional strength, and then plus 40 to all of our attributes. And then for our amulet, we are going to be using Onyx Amulet for the additional attributes, and it does have a very small life over there, but that's okay. I'll take what I could get. And I've added a cold resistance right there. And for our helm, we are going to be using this helm, a huge life, plus 44 to our mana, maximum mana, which would help a lot, and then 2 resistances. Alright, so for what's connected to our arc, we are going to connect that with increased critical damage, power charge on critical, life leech, lightning penetration, and spell echo. Now, if you don't have a 6 link and you only have 4 link, then I suggest that you just remove the life leech instead. Or if you want to be tanky and really want your life leech to be there, then I suggest that you remove the power charge on critical over here, and then instead just add that to Herald of Thunder with what was it? Cast on hit, I believe, or I kind of forgot the combination, but yeah, you could get some power charges by using your Herald of Thunder instead. So you may wanna go with that combination if you only have like a 5 link armor. For other gems, we are going to be using Herald of Thunder attached to Curse on hit with Assassin's Mark, and then I decided to add some life leech over there because it's surprisingly enough, this allows me to manage my mana much more better. Because the Herald of Thunder actually crits, and it does also a really good damage. So yeah, the mana leech will help me there. Or if you want, you can just put life leech if you have a really good mana management. For other skill gems, we are going to be using Enduring Cry attached to Flame Golem, Enhance, and then Vol Storm Call. If you want to further increase your critical strike chances, then I suggest that you guys go with the Green Golem. It's just that I haven't leveled up that yet, and this one is already maxed, so that's why I'm going to be using this one instead. For auras, we are going to be using, or for other auras, we are going to be using Herald of Ice and Arctic Armor, and we have some portal over there. And then for defensive skill gems, we are going to be using CWDT attached to Immortal Call, Increased Duration, and Molten Shell. And finally, we are going to be using for our movement speed, what I mean is for our movement skill, we are going to be using Whirling Blades attached to faster attacks and reduced mana. Alright, so our damage when it comes to our arc, the arc is doing 12k without the power charges, but once we get the power charges, that's going to increase to about 16k, which is awesome. And then defensively, we're not doing good with armor, but we have all of our fire, cold, and lightning resistance cap. Alright, so the map that we are going to be doing is a level 74 Wastepool map. It is a typical leveling map just for us, or just for you guys to get to know what the build is getting into. Alright, so let's begin! Alright, so let's go. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm going to since the Diablo, what do you call this? Diablo will what am I trying to say? What I mean is the season 4 will release later. Yeah, I think it is going to be later, August 28th. Yeah, it's going to release later, so yeah, I'm going to be playing a lot of Diablo 3 again, because we get a new map. I think the map is Secheron. So yeah, I'm excited for that one too. And I'm going to, I don't know, I'm probably going to play Monk, because we've got some new set items for the Monk, which is awesome and sweet. So yeah, okay, so back to the game. Yeah, so as you can see, we're doing pretty... whoa, what the fuck am I doing? I shouldn't be here. Oh my god, I hate these guys. These guys are assholes. Alright, so I'm glad that that's dead. Yeah, okay, we got chromatics and some map right there. Okay, so as you can see, the build is working quite well. With the, by the way, with our crit up, what I mean is with our what do you call this? Power charges up, our damage is bumped up to 16k, which is awesome. Okay, so it's really satisfying, you know. If you don't have the Divinarius, that's okay, you know, you don't really need it. Just get some global critical strike chance and global critical strike multiplier. That's really just the basic, and you're good to go, basically. It's just that, you know, I happen to have 2 Divinariuses. Is that even right? So yeah, that's why I'm using it. I mostly play self-found in this game because I'm not really good at selling. Sometimes I buy stuff. So what is that? When did I get that? Anyway. So yeah, I'm not really good at selling. So most of the time I just use the things that I could find in game. So yeah, and I got pretty lucky. You know, I was able to find 2 Divinariuses. Alright, taking too much time here, so let's try and hurry up. Because as much as possible, I only want my videos to be 15 minutes, so that you know I don't really waste all of your time. Alright, so I guess this is the boss. Yeah, we're nearing the boss. Oh, by the way, we have Val Stormcall here. Did I say that I have a Val? Yeah, one of the skill gems that we're going to be using is the Val Stormcall. I was actually thinking of Val Spark, but then I suddenly realized that, alright, so this is the boss. I suddenly realized that I don't have any Val Spark, which is really bad. Oops, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Alright, so the boss is not that hard. It's going to be really easy, and the boss is there. Alright, so again, before I end the video, let me know what you guys think about the build in the comment section down below. And thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoy the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm gonna see you guys on the next part of my video. Have a good one. Be recrafting that. Oh my god, hold on. I've been talking a lot. Let's activate the haste ball or ball haste.